Thorfinn changed everything, and even if you haven't watched Vinland Saga or any anime at all, his story isn't just about sword and battles, it's about what it means to grow up. His story teaches you to let go of pride and what real strength is, and honestly, you can learn more from his journey and his mistakes than most of these self-help books. So here's Thorfinn. When he's younger, he's reckless, he's driven by rage and revenge. And like most of us when we're younger, we feel like anger is the way to power. And that's relatable, right? We all think pride and anger are the only way to power. Maybe not in the sense of sword fights like Thorfinn, but how many times have you wanted to prove someone wrong just to feed your ego? How many times have you let anger control your choices, only to regret it later? That's Thorfinn in the beginning. He's blinded by that emotion. Honestly, most of us are at some stage of our lives. And here's where things get powerful. As he grows, he realizes that revenge doesn't fill a hole for him. It doesn't bring him any type of peace. He learns restraint. He learns that walking away from ego is harder than fighting a battle with fists or weapons. And that's a real representation of masculinity. It's not just about being strong, but it's about knowing when to use that strength. Thorfinn embodies stoicism in a way in which a lot of us could learn from. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and discard what we can't. Thorfinn learns to embody this later on in his journey. He refuses to let pride dictate his choices any longer and lets purpose lead the way. And here's where the real life lesson kicks in. Think about arguing with friends and family. Most of the time, it's not about who's right. It's about whoever lets their pride take the back seat. Thorfinn shows us that true strength isn't in giving into ego. It's choosing peace when pride tells you to fight. And I actually want to come back to the subject of masculinity. Thorfinn's masculinity isn't about dominance, it's about discipline. Too often I see, especially for us younger guys, masculinity gets confused with aggression. But Thorfinn flips that. He shows that true masculinity is being strong enough to protect the people that you care about, hold back when you need to, and move past the person who you used to be. For example, imagine a teenager who gets laughed at for chasing a dream because it's not tough or cool. Let's say it was a business, or maybe it's writing music. Now the easy response is to lash out, prove yourself through aggression, or give up completely. The harder, the more disciplined response, the Thorfinn response, is to stay the course quietly. It's to build something meaningful without letting pride ruin your focus. Another thing about Thorfinn's story is humility. He goes from someone who thinks he knows all the answers to admitting that he's someone who doesn't. Honestly, this is the most human part of Thorfinn's story. Because let's be honest, in real life, admitting that you don't know everything, admitting that you don't know anything, is terrifying, especially when you're young. But in the end, humility is what opens the door to growth. Because without it, you just keep committing the same mistakes. Think about it. How many people do you know that they're stuck, but they won't admit it because they're afraid to change? They'd rather protect their pride over facing the truth. Thorfinn shows us the opposite. That admitting you're wrong doesn't make you weak, but it makes you unstoppable. Now, whether you're 16, 26, or 34, this hits the same way. Thorfinn's story is universal. We all start off by chasing things that don't really provide us with any fulfillment. We all start off with pride. We all have moments where we choose restraint over ego, growth over revenge, and humility over arrogance. Zoom out and look at Thorfinn's character and story. We come to realize that life isn't about proving to yourself to the world, it's just about being proud of the person you see in the mirror. So why did Thorfinn change everything? Because he shows that masculinity isn't just about revenge, ego, pride, and he shows that peace isn't weakness, but it's the ultimate form of discipline. If you take something from this story or what I've said, let it be this. Don't let pride and ego write your story for you. Choose restraint, choose growth, choose you and the people you care about, and ask yourself this, in your own life, are you living for pride or are you living for purpose? If you guys want to see more content like this, then make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Any feedback's appreciated, and yeah, catch you guys in the next one.